All whites at full strength for FIFA World Cup playoff against Peru. All whites at full strength for FIFA World Cup playoff against Peru. The biggest surprise in the all-whites squad to play Peru is that there are no surprises, though that's not for a lack of trying. The return of veteran strikers Jeremy Brockie and Rory Fallon would have been one, had it not leaked over a week ago, giving everyone plenty of time to get used to it. Otherwise, the gang's all here for the home and away World Cup qualifying tie, which is kind of a surprise in itself. Usually there's at least one player, and often more, out injured. Winston Reid has overcome a calf injury and is set to captain the All Whites against Peru. English Premier League stars Chris Wood and Winston Reid have both overcome their recent troubles, as have Andrew Durante, Storm Roux, Tommy Smith, and Declan Wynn, though you can be sure the team's medical staff will be eager to get their hands on them all and see what's what for themselves. Rory Fallon's off-field influence has paved the way for him to return to the All Whites. Anthony Hudson has often lamented how his squad announcements have prompted questions about who isn't there, rather than who is, but that won't be the case this time around. Fallon's return has already raised a few eyebrows, which is fair, given that he currently plays for Dorchester Town, in the English 7th tier, and hasn't been seen in an all-whites shirt for more than a year. Hudson wants him in the mix because of what he offers off the field, rather than what he does on it. The gaffer sees Fallon as the perfect teammate, a wise head who knows when to have a laugh and when not to, someone who can keep the mood light and ease the tension as the pressure starts to build, and he believes that makes him more valuable than a youngster who can offer none of that, and whose chances of playing are equally as slim. Jeremy Brockie has rarely been seen in the All Whites under Anthony Hudson, but is back now. The same sentiment is why he has gone back to Brockie, last seen even longer ago than Fallon, at the Oceania Nations Cup, though it would be a disservice to Brockie to bracket the two together. The 30-year-old has been in prolific goal-scoring form for SuperSport United since moving to South Africa at the start of 2015, and he must be a chance to add to his 49 caps, especially if a goal is being sought at one stage of this tie or another. There is a third player making his return to the mix after a long absence, and that is Max Crocombe, who has edged out Timothy Williams and Michael Wilde to join Glenn Moss and incumbent Stefan Mayeronabik in the goalkeeping ranks. Chris Wood is fit and ready to lead the line for the All Whites against Peru. He last was in the mix at the Oceania Nations Cup last June, just like Brockie, and he returns to the fold a week after making headlines for being sent off for urinating while playing for his club, Salford City. Moss is one of 4 players who have been around the squad this year, but have returned after missing the friendly against Japan last month, with the others Smith and Storm Roux, who were both injured, and Clayton Lewis, who would have been there had he not been on the move to Scunthorpe United in England the same week. With the call-ups for Brockie, Crocombe, and Fallon, 33 players have now been named in an all-whites squad this year, and of the 10 not present here, the most notable is Tom Doyle, who had been selected at every opportunity under Hudson, except when injured. Anthony Hudson has picked his squad. Now it's up to the players to deliver. He is one of 6 players missing from the group that went to Japan, joining goalkeeper Wilde, defender Sam Brotherton, midfielders Moses Dyer and James Musa and striker Meyer Bevan. Aside from Doyle, they are all players on the fringes of the squad, so their omissions come as no great surprise. The 4 others called up at some stage this year were goalkeepers Williams and Oliver Sale, midfielder Alex Rufer and forward Jiangnam. All-white squad to face Peru. Goalkeepers: Max Krockum, Stefan Mironovic, Glenn Moss. Defenders: Michael Boxall, Kip Colve, Andrew Durante, Dane Ingham, Winston Reed, Storm Rue, Tommy Smith, Themit Simopoulos, Declan Wynn. Midfielders: Clayton Lewis, Michael McGlinchey, Marco Rojas, Ryan Thomas, Bill Tyloma. Forwards: Costa Barbarousas, Jeremy Brocky, Rory Fallon, Monty Patterson, Shane Smeltz, Chris Wood. First leg, Saturday, November 11th, Westpac Stadium, Wellington, kickoff 4:15 p.m. Second leg, Wednesday, November 15th, Estadio Nacional de Lima, kickoff 9:15 p.m. Thursday, November 16th NZ time. Winner qualifies for the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia.